Good morning, everyone. A good devach. Shavua Tov. We are continuing here in the Mesillas Yesharim, the path of the just, the beautiful and insightful words of the Ramchal, and we are speaking about the midah of Emes, of truth, and staying away from sheker, falsehood. And he writes today the following: for Nemar, it says already in the Dovid Tzefanya, She'iris Yisroel lo yasu avla. The remnants of the Jewish people will not do any sin. V'lo yedabru chazav. They will not speak deceitfully. V'lo yimatzav b'fiyam lashon tarmis. Cannot find in their mouths tricky language. It's all emes. It's all true what they say. The Chazal teaches Chaysama shel Kodesh Baruch Hu emes. The stamp when Hashem signs His name, keviyachol, so to speak, at the end of His decree, when He signs it on the details and the events that are going on in this world, it says emes, it says truth. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is kula emes. Certainly, if emes is that which Hashem decided to take for His signature, how abominable would the opposite of that be in the eyes of Hashem? Hashem has warned us tremendously about this attribute of truth. And He says, Dabro emes ish esve'ehu. People should speak truth to each other. Further it says, Hashem makes His throne and He sits on there in truth. And Hashem says, these are my children, the Klal Yisroel, and lo yishakeru, they will not tell falsehood, they will not tell lies. We see that one is dependent upon the other. HaKadosh Baruch Hu's tremendous love for Klal Yisrael depends on our veering and steering clear of sheker, of falsehood, and clinging to the midah of emes. Jerusalem is called the city of truth. In order to raise up its chashivas, its value, its importance. It says already, I'll teach us a person should speak truth in their heart. Rav Safra, like the case of Rav Safra over there, a particular case where somebody wanted to come and purchase something from him, but he was in the midst of doing something, he wasn't able to answer, so the person kept raising the price more and more and more. And however, Rav Safra from the beginning, he already agreed in his mind to the lower price that the person was offering. And therefore, when he finished what he was doing, he said to the person, no worries, I already made up in my mind to give you the lower price. I'm not going to take the higher price from you. So therefore, you see what? That's the midah of emes, even though that he could have gotten away with making an extra $100. But emes, truth makes it that you go according to what is right and what is true, not what is going to add on to your monetary gain. Says the Gemara, from this case, we learn just how far-reaching the obligation to be truthful is. A Talmud Chacham, a Torah scholar, is not allowed to change his words. He cannot lie except in 3 areas to protect his dignity, to protect his reputation, either not to become too haughty, not to become unsneous, not modest, not to become he needs to remain humble in certain areas, and therefore, says the Gemara, that he's allowed to change his words only in 3 places. Everything else has to be 100% true. One of the pillars that the world stands upon is truth. Someone who speaks sheker, lies. It's like he's taking away one of the pillars of this world. But the opposite of that is someone who's careful with saying truth. It is as if he is upholding the pillar of this world. Chazal teach us that there was a place where they were very careful in speaking truth, and the name of that place was called Kushta. It was called truth. And the angel of death did not rule over there. Nobody died. However, there's a certain woman who changed her words very, very slightly, and she said over something that wasn't true. Even though that her intention was good, she was just trying to protect her dignity, her tznius under the circumstances. Gersa be'malach hamavet, suddenly the angel of death began going around that town and killing people. Until the lady herself ended up leaving the town. And then the town returned to its peacefulness. Emes is Emes, and it pushes everything that's negative away. I don't have to expound upon this, says the Ramchal. Your seichel, your logical reasoning, obligates you to speak Emes, and the hadas, your knowledge, is machricha. It pushes you, it forces you into the direction of speaking the truth and steering clear of sheker, of falsehood. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week filled with dibarim, words of emes. All the best.